Hello, hello, welcome one and all. It is I, Paladin Ashe, here to stream for you again. Would you believe that I almost made myself late writing a post that more or less accentuated its main point that I'm way too autistic for my own good because it's such an irreverent concept, and yet almost lost track of time on that. I look away and look back to the clock, and it's basically like a minute before, and I'm like, oh shit. Didn't even have Beto Tuber out. Uh, but again, hello one and all. We are continuing with our Styx playthrough. I contemplated playing Monster Hunter Wilds on stream, but honestly, I don't want to show off just how bad I suck and will be cussing up a fucking storm just doing that until I quite figure out how to properly optimize Insect Glaive playthrough this time around. And so, without further ado, I'm going to get into it. I just need to start the game. Shards of Darkness. Shart of Darkness. Speaking of shards, at some point I'm gonna have to play Baldur's Gate 3 on this. Yeah, I make streaming an excuse to complete games that I've had on my I should play that or I want to play that again experience. Okay, there we go. Starting to get a bit concerned. Bit concerned. Because it wasn't like initially starting up. Once again, wood. Bat, 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 chicken fat, fat, fat. Okay, what was I doing? What is here? Oh. Gonna have to close my curtains. I forgot to do that. One day, son, all this will be yours. What? The curtains? Grab that. Got too many of that. You just love backtracking. Because I'm pretty sure you missed something. And he's counting shit on the floor, and therefore I cannot do shit about that. Funny, somebody on Luna Solaris's stream from the not Twitch side of things, I can't remember who it was, you know, mentioned exactly a major issue with this game is that it basically it's like, oh, you fucked up and died. How could you fuck up and die? Game is jank as hell. You fucked up and die because of its jank as hellness. I get the feeling like I'm backtracking for no reason, and I'm probably gonna find out that
Something is lurking in here.
no. Actually, died. I don't have to be that far. Shards of Darkness. I did miss. Yeah, I missed one. Okay. Fuck. Hey. There it fucking is.
Warning.
Oh. Hello there,
Lo-fi
Lofi.
underscore
Thank you for the
247
follow.
is now following.
Hope your day is going well. Hope you enjoy my stream so far of me slowly and but surely plodding through this goblin game. Just got finished backtracking through the whole damn level for one fucking item that I left behind. But I now have it. So I can go do the thing that I can do with that. Ah. Hey, yay. Yep, it's the second game, Shards of Darkness. Has a bit more map variety than the previous one, but you know, not that that was a failing of the first one. The first one made good use of its assets. That guy go. Oh, standing right there. That was a wise duck in that barrel. Getting that dude's. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you can always improve, but though, I don't think necessarily, like, map location is, like, something that restricts you in totality for, like, because, like, any given world is a massive place, just develop a location. Akanash was, like, one tower, a very massive tower. It kind of had the Castlevania treatment. Okay. Okay. We are back on board. That's a lot. Get over there. Are about to change your position. Might. Behind you. Dang. Yeah, that was something I had to unlock in Styx Master of Shadows, the first one. It was one of like the very early abilities, whereas like in this one, or actually one of the very later abilities. In this one, I think it's like one of the very early abilities that cheaply bought. And I'm just like, yeah, I need that. Can't remember if it's actually. I can check that. Skill. Perception. Actually, it's baseline. Good to know. I did not just roll. All staring at the ground. I can check my skills, but I have to upgrade them at benches, but find those benches periodically within a given level, including crafting benches. Because you can also craft, say, certain resources if you picked up the stuff for them. Which I like, because...
Castasil, proud people, come and let us form a great...
Well, that didn't go so well. Let's see if I draw close.
Castasil, proud people, come and let us form a great oneness. Praised be Lisril, through whom you receive your daily amber, and you rediscover the purity of our ancestors.
That smell. So fine. So inviting. So precious. Amber.
Okay. 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 A. I wonder, which is better? Got... Okay. Okay, so that's how I'll get out of the room if this goes pear-shaped. Okay, so
Verse 1. Breaking through the unchanging universe, one day flames were given birth.
okay, so verse 1. Okay.
Verse 2. Expelled by the darkness stood 3 lords of death. What, like 3 big turds or something?
Dear Lord.
Verse 3. In the wake of their shadows crawled sinful robies. Not robies again, I hate that. Verse 4. Later on, armies of orcs emerged on their own. I don't even understand that shit.
And I cannot make out that. Go with that.
Verse 5. On their paths spread flames that gave them life. Gave them life? Really? And we have a winner. Where's all this amber coming from? Last world tree was destroyed in Ashe. Could it be? No, it's impossible. It's different this time. These fanatics are addicted to this amber. The chief lunatic gives everyone a dose, and they all queue up like a bunch of drugged animals.
And there ain't no way I can make use of that. Whatever, skill point's a skill point.
I'm gonna fill the airship with all that amber. It's gonna be open bar every night.
Yep, that was indeed a lot of amber.
I'll be back.
Okay, so there's something I need to fucking do to reach that rope. Okay. Game. What is the point of that? I get the feeling you're not even supposed to reach that
You are
rope.
dead. No, I'm dead. You'll be out getting laid soon. Wait, lean in closer to the screen. Maybe not.
I might have to backtrack out the way whence I came. It's kind of a pain in the ass because oh, whatever. Now, that's obviously a way of getting there, but like just getting up to that. I've notoriously had difficulties at like certain parts of this well, notorious with myself at certain parts of this this level. They're just focusing there, so I can just behind. Or way up there.
This Castasil fought valiantly. He does credit to the ceremony and to Lysra.
His soul has entered the eternal cycle. So be it. We now must return to our positions and reinforce the security of the diplomatic summit.
Yes, the closed-door presentation will begin soon. Keep your eyes open. Beware of strangers. They breathe betrayal and chaos.
Fear not. The elite guard will let nobody reach Lysral. Not even that abomination, Jarak.
What if he...
He could never take their places. Their masks.
Come on, quit your yapping so I can know which way you're gonna
Excuse
go.
my fears, Castasil. My sacred amber was not given to me today.
Go immediately and dispel your doubts, Castasil.
That's just perfect. Okay. Oh no. Buzz the fuck off.
This Castasil fought valiantly. He does
Yeah,
credit
yeah.
to the ceremony
Be
careful.
No. You stupid fucking dumb. Fuck you. Ugh.
ceremony and to Lisrel.
His soul has entered the eternal cycle. So be it. We now must return to our positions and reinforce the security of the diplomatic summit.
Yes, the closed-door presentation will begin soon. Keep your eyes open. Beware of strangers. They breathe betrayal and chaos.
Fear not. The elite guard will let nobody reach Lisrel. Not even that abomination, Jarak.
What if he...
He could never take their places. Their masks are unique and non-removable.
Excuse my fears, Castasil. My sacred amber was not given to me today.
Go immediately and dispel your doubts, Castasila.
Awkward. That dude will spot me regardless. Bitch is right there. Up and I'm mostly trying to avoid using amber, which is a thing I can, I should be able to achieve. I can't tell who that fucking post. Holy shit. I never realized that was that fucking easy. You have no idea. I was sweating that approach and I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna skirt by them if I can. On the balustrade. Christ.
Haledrin could have warned me that this place was full of fucking degenerates.
£700, not bad. None of the token achievement, but I remember when I first played through this game, I was leaning heavily on my amber abilities, and whenever I had no amber, I was like, oh, I can't do this. But I basically avoided amber abilities most of the time in this place. Okay. Here's a set time that I can kills. I'm not killing people. That's useful. Go with that. might be useful. That also might be useful. Okay, so that makes it so that if I dart a dude, he'll be unable to do anything for a bit, and that might be useful. Stealth. Who knows? That might be useful. Okay. That's a fair trade. I run into enough raw amber as it is. Proper save. Around to pick up.
Remember, I'm not your slave. You're supposed to help me find that shapeshifter.
I've got some information. Lysril will do a closed-door demonstration to the most important diplomats.
A private presentation for the elite? Yeah, you can bet our elf is gonna be there.
If you want to catch him, you must help me get into the sanctuary.
What stops me from dumping you here? What do you got that I need?
I have the list of those taking part in the presentation. I wager that he'll attend the summit by impersonating a human.
Wow, you have been busy.
Problem is that there are 4 human diplomats. The 2 main kingdoms each have sent an ambassador with his bodyguard.
When I find out whose identity the shapeshifter has taken, you'll be the first to know.
And I can then flush him in your direction.
All right, sounds good. I even think I have an idea of how we can slip you in quietly. Well, you're built like the troll. So if I find you the uniform of an elf guard, nobody'll notice you.
I'll give you a hand with your shapeshifter once I'm in Koringa.
And just how are you gonna do that?
Each thing in its own time. Once there, I'll see what I can find out about him. One more thing. I learned that Olaf, who used to be with Carnage, has been hired by a diplomat. That dog will no doubt remain at the door of the sanctuary and wait until his master returns.
So, what's that got to do with me?
I do not like traitors. Get rid of him, and you can count on some more amber.
You're starting to run up a pretty big tab here, lady. But I'll think about it.
Okay.
Keep low.
I'm already low.
I can never tell if you're sitting or standing up.
You are fucking hilarious. I'm wondering how you're gonna squeeze into one of these outfits. These elves are pretty skinny.
Stand up.
This is as up as I get.
Do you like this one?
I'd be surprised if my dagger could penetrate the armor. We'll avoid them. But don't worry. I think I know where I can find something that'll fit you. A stylish dark elf outfit with a badge to get you into the sanctuary. It's like looking for an assassin in a haystack. Should be quite easy. Even better, I already got a good idea of where to look.
The ambassadors don't seem bothered, but I don't like the look of those dark elves. They watch us all the time and talk to us like we weren't worth much more than those goblin vermin. Stick around here and make sure that nobody gets too close.
Very well, Sir Olaf.
Olaf? That's the deserter Haledrin was talking about. Either I take care of him with a nice clean cut to the jugular, or I could just steal his pass. That way, the Dark Elves will grab him, and it's bedtime for Bonzo. Either way, his day at the party is over. Forever.
I do appreciate that they have given a methodology of taking him out without killing him, because that's what I'm going for. Oh. Stupid. Well, my fault. I have the ability to see people, you know, at that range. Chose not to. That is the only way to get off this little, insulin. Damn it. Well, that's good to know. Fucking cunt. You fucking cunt. You were there for like a million years and then you fucking move. Are you kidding me? This bitch cycles around because I came into this area. Drink your fucking water and go. Okay, that guy's actively snoozing.
Something is
Damn you. There was a barrel I could hide in. Got trapped in a bad spot. Get up. Game can be frustrating sometimes because it presents as many red herring opportunities as like actual like results.
Anybody there?
Okay, fine. I will not take that approach. Yeah, I was tempted, but it was like, whatever. Bo's gonna be doing that, so why should I follow that train? It just feels like copying off of him. It's just unoriginal at that point.
What was that?
Oh, I thought I saw something. Maybe it was
desperately.
nothing.
Maybe it was
The
nothing
time
after
we
all.
were a little more discreet, huh?
Save yourself!
God damn you. God damn you. I hate you. I hate you.
Without this pass, that idiot will never get through the doors of the sanctuary. And given the mood of the local population, stop him and give him a nice welcome ceremony. Gut him and piss on his innards. One more job to add to Heledrin's tally. She's starting to run up a pretty big tab here.
Okay. Now, for now, I can either... along there. Move the fuck away, you stupid bitch.
Is everything under control?
Yes, ma'am. Strangers found out of lived outside the city have been arrested. Most of these lurkers will be slaughtered by tonight. Attendance at the summit is strict. Invitation.
Perfect. The eyes of this will open. Close your presentation soon.
You bitch.
Impure blood must soil the sea.
Just to get up here.
That looks like an altar. Maybe I'll find something or someone interesting in here. Haledrin said that the priestesses have special embassy badges that allow them access to the sanctuary.
No. Up there? Getting into the baths. I swear to God, I remember there was a route into healing. Let's see if we can't approach the embassy.
Return to your positions. The summit approaches.
Well,
And
what do you
only
know?
authorized
Here's an
castles may
embassy
guard the
priestess
sanctuary.
complete with a beautiful badge allowing access to the diplomatic
Guards who are
summit.
wearing the organization badge.
I really gotta talk to the writer. Some of these coincidences are getting a little too good to be true.
Human parasites within our walls does little to reassure me.
There we go. This badge will give High Mountain Haledrin a front row seat at the diplomatic summit. Meanwhile, the coast will be clear for me to go look for that shape-shifting scumbag Jarak.
Damn, that was so much buzz. Not before. Again, it's been a few years since I played this game, and before, I feel like I was much more brute forcey with games like these. Where I'd, like, not really take my time, and you really kind of have to. You know, the frustration sets in when you start trying to, like, do things too quickly, and it starts to cause you to make grievous mistakes. Okay. around.
If I go through this place carefully enough, I'm bound to track down a uniform for that big gal. Feels like I'm out clothes shopping for Heledrin, and I fucking hate shopping.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I buy the ability to make it so that when somebody starts, like, approaching your vicinity, you know, like, briefly looking in your general direction, there will be kind of like a heartbeat sound to let you know that, by the way, somebody is staring right the fresh hell at you. It is
This armor is
super duper convenient.
The image of the Castasil must not be tarnished in the eyes of strangers. They keep the uniforms upstairs. There's probably some armor.
Yeah, a few stealthy games kind of do the same thing where they have like they'll have like a little like thing that lets you know that somebody is close enough that they could feasibly perceive you, but not necessarily are perceiving you. It'll usually set in right before you know, any sort of like actual like, you know, build up of a meter that's like, okay, I'm looking at you.
A ranger's uniform. She'll have to suck her tummy in and pull tight on the buttons, but yeah, it'll do.
I think that might be the first time I went about getting that uniform that way. Typically, it comes from, you know, I would go to the baths for it, but can't quite remember how I accessed the baths before. There was a dude right in front of it. It wasn't really something I felt was I did. Interesting. Oh, so there's another outfit there. backtrack. Where I got that. Might still go and grab the one from the baths just for the gigs. I did pick. Game proceeded to, you know, ignore the fact that I clicked on it.
I'm sure she's gonna love this.
Well, I got the outfit. A little bit annoying. There I picked it up, but... Nope. Nope. Leave me. Nothing.
This diplomatic summit is putting our people on edge. A few slit throats would calm us nicely.
No one is happy to see impure mongrel blood within the walls of our sanctuary. But it is the will of our High Priestess, Lisrel. She's the one who sees and permits us to know truth.
Warning.
Oh. Well, hello,
Xeno_Saint 001 is now following.
Welcome to my stream. Hope you're having a good day. Oh yeah, I normally stream most days out of the week. Weekends or collaboration days, I stream from 2 p.m. onward until about 5, and weekdays, other than like Monday and Tuesday, which are my flex days, the consistent ones are Wednesday through Friday. I usually stream from 4 p.m. onward. That's Pacific time. But anyways, you know, I'll see about connecting with you after stream. Oh, that was precarious. Those urns, if you knock them over, they're a sound that can wake up this dude over here. Oh, okay, that's just the end.
out there and take the controller, and you come in here and die. Painfully.
That wasn't a painful death. You probably fell until you immediately passed. I wonder what happens. Is this a trap? Not a trap. Just a glow.
How did you manage to get in here?
That's not your concern. Slide the outfit and the pass under the gate.
You'll get the badge when I get into the sanctuary, not before.
You're not as weak as the goblins I've killed in the past. Meet me up above. I'll open a window.
How I get up there? Okay, so I am forced to go in front of that dude's chick's vision. Never. He's staring right fucking there. I have to see about using my first ever use of the distraction tool. Maybe. Never used the pot thing.
Surprising.
God damn you. I mean, admittedly, that's entirely my fault, but
surprising.
Okay.
Nothing. It was just a shadow. It was just a shadow.
Dark elves. Jumping at shadows. Okay, I have to go up. Oh. No. There's some bits of my kit that I basically never used in playthrough. Because I am notoriously, like, awful when it comes to the game giving me loads and loads of tools to make use of. And then not really making use of them because tools are annoying. It's like me saying in Skyrim, I'm gonna do an alchemy illusory build, and then stealth archery creeps in at about the time that I realize I have to collect ingredients.
Quickly, the summit is starting.
I don't give a rat's ass about the summit. We're finding Jarak.
Jarak? He's called Jarak?
No balls Jarak. Yeah. There are rumors. Apparently he was banished by Lisril and he's back for revenge.
If he stole the scepter, it must be so he could get into the summit.
Under which skin? I'll go find who Jarak has taken the form of. And when I find him, you'll help me to corner him.
After the summit?
During.
During? But that would be suicide.
Oh, there are things way more suicidal than that. Owing me something, for example. The elves around about may have spotted something unusual. Let's bend an ear and see if we can learn something.
How in the room do I need to be, Stick?
These elves are as tight-assed as a virgin in a barracks dorm. But if they've seen something, they'll be talking about it. My best chance for now is to eavesdrop on their conversations.
Catfish clan received a message. He was bragging about a secret exchange.
These humans ooze vanity. Were you able to read the message?
It was impossible. The human took it into the quarters that are reserved for them. Lisril was clear on this. We must not risk a diplomatic incident.
A message about a secret exchange inside the walls of Psycho City? It stinks of one of the shapeshifter's dirty tricks. I'm gonna take a look in the Catfish Clan's quarters. I can't wait to read that message.
Ugh. That was not the best position, I won't lie. I was a little bit nervous. Oh shit. Hey honey. How'd the rest of your stream go?
Marshall_Bowerman rated my stream with 6 viewers.
Hello all. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Marshall Bowman's boyfriend. I am kind of a variety streamer, but I have a preference for stealth games. I'm playing Styx Shards of Darkness right now. I play a bit of whatever. Sometimes it's cozy, sometimes it's action RPG, but currently I'm on a stealth kick. Ah, fuck.
Did you read the fucking mission? Or maybe you've got something better to do.
Okay. Get over there. Not many dudes, and I can safely that door. Oh. Basement bottle. Okay, so... Oh, I just love the ability to knock into a books and almost fucking 5 people around me. Eh. Every jump in this game is a precarious one. The controls of this game are kinda jank. Which makes the tendency for him to be all like, you fucking died. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, more hilarious.
Now that's interesting. And very smart. The shapeshifter set up a meeting with this guy by saying he had some amber to sell. And this human fool's greed cost him his life. It's a popular technique used by assassins who want to get their target alone. It's time to check out the two lovebirds' meeting place. The message said the library was the meeting place. Well, that's not very romantic. This is comfortable. Not
shaking with anger. Do you feel her wrath?
Yes, we all feel it. It's a disgrace to let a diplomat disappear. We shall find him.
Or we will be sacrificed for our failure.
Okay, okay. Oh, that guy didn't notice me. I didn't even notice him. Okay, I need to get back up there. He will come this way. Yeah, there's nobody on this level. Door can't be unlocked. I mentioned Jank. That dude's got a set patrol, but he's fucking over there staring at nothing, supposedly, contemplating his navel, but he was contemplating the blank air. I mean, that's more or less what happens in this game. Sometimes the AI just kind of just doesn't know what it's supposed to do, so it like fudges. So you'll often watch, say, like, as two NPCs are patrolling around. These games like this tend to be all like about timing and opportunity. You have to like wait for the right time and the right opportunity. But like sometimes the patrols will intersect and you'll watch two NPCs essentially just like walk into each other and then slide to the side because neither will turn like around. They don't have any sort of thing in their AI to tell them to go the other way around or some shit like that. No, I don't want to be on the rope. Side, shimmy. Alright, this is a place I have to go at some... Oh, well. Hey. Let's see. Around this whole thing. Yes, sir. Hey, hello. Out of the way hand grabs. not really anything in the way of treasure, and it's not really worth my sticking around. Wow. Okay, that's perfect.
I saw it right. Jarak hid the corpse of an illustrious guest. I'll have to poke around a bit. The date didn't go too well, it seems. This stupid human paid for the knowledge with his life. At least now I know whose face Jarak has stolen. It's time to put Heledrin to work.
Such an awkward way to die. He died like an or Skyrim NPC, kind of like crumpled down with like their like legs hyper bent. Which inevitably makes their like thighs spread super hard. So it's like, wow, nice man spreading there. I've seen that symbol in Forgotten Realms. Maybe it's Elder Scrolls. Okay, so where is she exactly? Down there. Now, of course, just for those who don't know, I could be just, you know, killing everybody I fucking see. I could be. That is perfectly within your capabilities as an assassin in this game, because that's what Styx is supposed to be. However, they put in the ability to get extra, you know, skill points per, like, mission from, like, just no killing and no seeing. Like, quite a lot of additional points, so that's what I'm shooting. I did not mean to drop like that. Plus, not sure if you can upgrade the jumping per se, because there doesn't really seem to be a higher or further jump as far as I've seen. You know, you can upgrade most things, but that is not one of them. It might be, but it might be specifically under like the killing stuff. You know, the assassination tree. Check that anytime. Okay, you can upgrade your ability to survive doing a drop kill. You can throw things farther. You can potentially get your knives back. Stealth. Now this is entirely invisibility. I suddenly have 710 skill points. Okay. Ledrin's way. You play with the cards you're dealt in games like this. That said, you know, it is one of the reasons why I say I favor Dishonored 2 over Dishonored 1 and Knife of Dunwall over Dishonored 1. Is Dishonored 1 is genuinely fun. Baseline story is genuinely fun, but has some problems, in my opinion. Some annoying ones. Basically, those are that, the kit gets, like, expansion. Yeah, I'm not looking at that one. The kit gets expansions in, like, even the DLC you don't see in the main game. Kind of frustrating. You'll basically, like, have just like the very basic sleep dart, and even that isn't like a go to sleep immediately upon use ability until upgraded. But then like they'll add but then, like, you know, they'll add in Knife of Dunwall arc mines, which are supremely useful at certain points. Then, fucking Dishonored 2 introduces a bunch of abilities into, Emily's kit that is just too good to go without. Like, her domino ability is just ridiculously powerful. And then there's another ability where you create, like, a tear. Like, domino basically makes it so that you, like...
has its limits. Your hospitality is lousy. No grub. No grub. This room is gloomy. Your high priestess does not treat her guests well.
It is forbidden to blaspheme our high priestess, dwarf. It is an exceptional honor to enter this sanctuary.
Fruit, seeds, water, and cockrobies? Somewhat paltry for prestigious guests.
You are ungrateful races. You should languish in our jails, where your bones would be crushed as punishment for each foul breath you exhale.
Please excuse us. There's no need to be offended. After all, a frugal meal also has its charms.
Try to imagine how you will feel when your tongue has been seared with a hot poker.
Your threats are vain, elves. Nothing scares a dwarf. Even with his arm splayed and a blade between his balls.
I apologized.
Yeah, but you're dealing with, like, dark elves who are always just aggro on main. But yeah, you can indeed make clones. In fact, the clone tree's expansions start with the ability to create little cocoon things that you can throw to generate clones at range rather than just in front of you. But you baseline have the ability to generate clones in the previous game. But yeah, Domino in Dishonored 2 allows you to connect individuals together and then subject them to, say, like, whatever you do to any one of those.
This quartz.
Oh look, it's the dude who got his face melted in the previous game 30 years ago. Yeah, there's a 30-year time gap between this and the previous.
You're afraid of a little goblin. Barrowman?
The ultimate weapon
Yep.
against the green
quartz. You give us the goblins that you capture with it. And we give you
There's a
gold
meme to be made off of this.
Stay seated for the moment. One day you will bend the knee to humans. Now it's your turn, Haledrin.
Sir, you are asked for outside.
I'm busy.
It's important, Jarak. Jarak.
That shape-shifting bastard got totally fucked over by his cousins. I'm loving it. By following these traces of blood, I should be able to track him. I'll get him to spit out everything he knows about the source of this fucking quartz. And then he will discover what happens to those who cross Styx.
Okay. Yeah, that's a product of the story forward, but if memory serves, it's because she's essentially, more or less holding her people hostage. So, like, in the previous game, you know, like, the elves were more or less, like, living in, like, close communion with the World Tree. World Tree is where Amber used to come from. World Tree is where Amber used to came from. But, like, after it got destroyed at the end of the previous game, because, yeah, I had glitches at the end of the previous, you know, game's playthrough, so I wasn't able to, like, stream the ending of it. But the ending, more or less, is that you take the heart of the World Tree and crush it, and then proceed to jump off the edge of the World Tree's platform into the pool of amber below, as, like, everything starts to come apart. And then, like, a swarm of goblins comes out of the amber and consumes the original Styx. And then, like, after that, like, Styx claims that he remembers waking up with no memory of himself, only that he had a name, and was different from all the other goblins that began just constantly spewing out of the amber. And that's where the Green Plague came from, and that was 30 years ago. Now, these, like, the elves at the time were, like, using amber for, like, magical powers and to connect with one another and whatnot. But it was more or less like they were just addicts and just really closely guarded the tree and made it into a icon. But since the World Tree was destroyed, there's no more amber. Except this woman has a lot of amber and controls the supply. So this is an entire, like, city cultural civilization that is essentially subordinate to her, lest she cut them off from amber. And that dude's basically like, I don't like that. I don't believe amber should be, you know, what we should be using. In fact, the quartz crystals that she was yielding are apparently, like, the new hotness. And in this game, they allow you to unlock the pinnacle talent for any of these given trees, like this one right here. So, in total, you need 5 quartz crystals. If memory serves, I barely got any of them in my previous playthrough, and the reason was because they were always in a position that it was like, damn, that's hard to get to. I can't do that. And that was because I was, again, kind of just, like, brute forcing my way. I mean, yeah. We don't know if Styx is a clone of a clone, the original clone from the previous game, or allegedly, possibly even the original Styx, because The original Styx would have fallen into the Amber too, if he survived long enough to do so, because he was eaten by goblins at the end. They climbed up and proceeded to start like mobbing him. I got points to spend. The noises produced by ground, air, and cover kills not useful. Don't need that. Take that one. Taking that. Taking that. Once invested cannot be uninvested. Fuck you. Okay, he went through there. That door.
Curious.
Better stay alert.
That could have been fucking bad. Damn you. Oh.
That
These
cursed
dark elves are
Jarak
as
could
stupid
not have
as
disappeared
Rakash
into
and
thin
think
air.
that a
The
locked door
traces of
can
his
stop
contemptible
Jarak.
blood lead us here.
He cannot have come this way, Castasil. This door is double locked.
We must have missed something. Let us recheck the trail of his rancid blood.
Part where I make a hard thing.
Well, well. I didn't think you'd follow me this far.
See? I got a few tricks too. Now where's the quartz?
You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into.
Now you just tell me where the quartz is, or my knife gets into you.
Fine. In the mines, in the subterranean levels of the
Find
city.
the outcast. Jara came this way. Thanks a
Yoink!
lot. Bye-bye.
One of the benefits of doing all this stuff on the first playthrough is if you go for like backtracking, you don't have to worry about no kills and no C's on further playthroughs, even if you're on a higher difficulty. Well, higher difficulty, yeah, sure, means you don't want to die, but still, once acquired, an award for a mission is acquired forever on that save.
Whoa, this is good quartz, man. I'm gonna need a lot more of that. The quartz scepters that Lisril is about to share with the other races might be powerful, but they don't vibrate with as much energy as the medallion worn by Jarak.
Yeah, let's... Smell and footsteps of nearby enemies are automatically without having to activate Amber. Stick senses a very specific smell of token, Amber, and dematerializes instantly and is recreated at his sacrifice. Clone needs to be to use. That is actually a pretty useful ability, assuming I can throw. Now, I want to say it just does that for all of the abilities. Take... I'll take... No, wait. Rebirth. And... That's this. Oh, okay, yeah, you do have to pick one or the other. I didn't have enough points to begin with for that. Ooh.
Science, Rakash.
Science, Rakash.
I expected a war or an economic alliance, but not that.
Yep, looks like you're gonna have to get a new job.
Why has Lisril asked the other races to bring the goblins back to her, alive?
You know something? I really don't give a shit. Tell you what, while you consider your career options, I'm gonna take a look around those mines. I got to get my hands on some of that pure quartz. And you better be here when I get back. Don't forget, you owe me. Shit, it's a real mess with all these different kinds of quartz. The quartz in Lisril's demonstration is a kind of receptacle that is briefly charged with energy. The one Jarak had, it was like the very essence of that energy. Let's call it pure quartz. It's that pure quartz I need. Jarak seems certain that the quartz comes from these mines. Just gotta find it. Anyways, I can't turn back now. Gotta keep moving.
Okay, I can't quite remember. That. And that's why I have that.
goblin impaled himself almost without flinching. His face was twisted in a grimace of pain. I'm playing with fire here, but they're the ones who are gonna get burned. I've never been a big fan of plants. Well, at least not all of them. The ones that spit acid in your face, not so much. But the ones that take you higher, well, that's another story.
So, he likes acid, just not acid. I want to say this is the level that reintroduces Robies, the little beetle things that detect truth
That
sound.
scratching reminds me of something.
Speak of the devil.
Why did it have to be Robies? It's like being knocking Ashe. At the slightest sound, these bastards flock like flies to a festering wound. This moss looks as smooth and fluffy as a rug.
Heartbeat sounds a bit not useful here because it keeps going up at me. Don't know why there was sand and a torch there. Because throwing the sand and extinguishing the torch would actually notify them to my presence. Because it makes a squeaky sound or a puff sound. Pocket sand dust.
Now that's what I call a cave. If I was a masked Avenger, that's where I'd be keeping my shit. Need someone to get rid of the bats, though. Maybe a butler. Or Heledrin. These Robies are mining ore. I never seen that before. It's like they've been domesticated. Fido with a crunchy shell. Hell, why not? Nice and slow.
Damn you! You did not see me.
Still no sign of any quartz. But there's no way I'm giving up now.
Fuck.
You are dead. No, I'm dead. You'll be out getting laid soon. Wait, lean in closer to the screen. Maybe not.
Trick to the... I think trick is I'm being stupid. I thought he was like right in the middle there, but he was.
Still no sign of any quartz. But there's no way I'm giving up now. A flying cockroach that squirts acid out of its ass. Reminds me of my first date. Doesn't look quite as blind as the Robies. Better be careful.
Those don't count towards kills. That's good to know. Ah. Kind of curious. Did I see a crafting bench back there? I did indeed.
Construction right in the heart of the mountain. I saw Robies harvesting ore. There's gotta be a link here somewhere. Elves? Looks like cave exploration time is over. This place must be used as a refinery to process the ore harvested by the Robies. If there's quartz around here, it has to be somewhere behind these walls.
Did you feel the dream of the young priestess last night?
No, Honorable Castasiel, I have not yet received the amber. He who stands before you feels exclusion. Tell me, what did you feel?
She dreamt of a room near here, which contains a precious thing.
What is this treasure?
Something long and thin. In her dream, she used it to extract blasphemers' eyes. The room is supposed to be 2 floors below us. Her dream is so real. Yet we have searched for it in vain.
shit. Solve the puzzle, eh?
The two brave warriors face each other. The loser sacrifices himself, but his body is dragged away from the ultimate honor. The leader of the blind gives the final reward to the winner, so the glorious blood is shed. All this shit reminds me of that big ceremony those fighting degenerates had. There must be a connection. Gotta try to remember the events. The one that reigns over the dark elves and enlightens them congratulates the winner. The two bravest warriors are selected and come into the
Hey,
place.
Chanka.
The crowd cheers the fighters. The two brave warriors face each other. The loser sacrifices himself, but his body is dragged away from the ultimate honor. The one that reigns over the dark elves and enlightens them congratulates the winner. The leader of the blind gives the final reward to the winner, so the glorious blood is shed. The loser sacrifices himself, but his body is dragged away from the ultimate honor. The one that reigns over the dark elves and enlightens them congratulates the winner.
Doing okay. Solved a puzzle just now, trying to get past these bugs that detect sound as their main thing.
What a blade. So sharp. Instead of collecting new troubles, I should be collecting new daggers.
Always amazed by like how I can recall just how scuffed my initial playthrough of these games were. I swear every time I had to deal with that and they entered into the room, I just avoided this room as a result. I considered every victory against the Robies a matter of luck, not skill. That's looking to be... No, actually, confused.
I thought only dwarves were this deep. Looks like those elves can dig pretty good too.
Always makes me nervous when that game hitches on that last last percentage. These sure don't look like normal Robies to me. I think this is where the elves that run the mining operation live. If I want to get to the mines, I gotta get around to the other side. Ounce. Freaky. Elves are stinky. Back here. Kinda go.
I was right. This is where the degenerates who work down here live. You'd have to be crazy to want to live here. I wonder how Lysrel is paying them. You'd have to be crazy to want to live here. I wonder how Lysrel is paying them.
Eat your fucking fruit and go. Might not be the best of.
Close to the caverns.
Again, amazed by how hard some of this shit was in my initial playthrough. I'm just like, yeah, and saves coming, but the amount I've had to save scum versus like, you know, the amount of actual shit that I've had to like, oh shit. You know, versus say like the actual clear progress I'm making.
It was just a shadow.
This feels like an overall more polished game than say like, you know, Master of Shadows, which
Come on out so we can slice you up.
oh, for the love of God, girl, go away. Can't see me from up there. Just wasting your time. Why nobody likes dark elves. Except those with really basic taste. The whole step on me, please, mommy, you know, energy, just no, sorry. There have been times. There have been times where.
Is in here somewhere.
Where the sequel has been just actually garbage. So many times. So very many times. And some where they were just kind of mid.
Well, I must be getting closer to the quartz. Gotta find a way around it.
Okay, so feeling like this is the best approach.
Perfect. Just when I needed a tunnel.
There. That was sketchy as hell, but I pulled it off.
I can almost touch it. Me, you are one big mother of a cockroach. Hey, is that quartz around your neck? An eensy little detail that son of a troll Jarak forgot to mention. Well, I'm not going back empty-handed. I need that quartz. I may not be a god of war, but I'll find a way to get it. Guess it's go time. I must remember to thank Jarak for this charming weekend excursion.
Oh yeah, just to be clear, the queen of these people also has people fight to the death, and the victor gets fed to this thing, which I believe is where the quartz is coming from. She wants the goblins because you can grind the goblins up into liquefied amber. Basically a giant, like, fantasy bug thing under the ground. Apparently got like a scorpion tail, but like...
The cockroach queen is waiting for me. Gotta find the gates of her den. Let's check the area.
Not sure what else to say about her thing. Ah yes, perfect.
These rails lead all the way down. Maybe if I follow them, I can avoid getting lost.
No reason to be out of sand past this point because there are 2 bags of sand in this room.
After what happened at the sanctuary, why didn't they double the guard around Akima?
Even if an intruder got inside her den, he wouldn't last long. The last time the dwarf ambassador visited us, his bodyguard got too close. She ran him through.
I'll never forget it. We found the body, or at least what was left of it when she was done.
In any case, no need to worry for Lakima. The friendship can be very corrosive.
You'd think these things would actually attack just about anything, but no. The elves get special treatment. Gross.
Robies below, black elves above. Only thing missing to make this party perfect is trolls. Well, all these paths look pretty shitty. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Precarious, but did better than I thought I would. That's just been me this entire playthrough. Oh, I actually might see about raiding on getting an eye quite fast. Well, like Gallant J just started. Then y'all. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. I appreciate you all for coming to view me and staying after the raid. And all that. I will be streaming tomorrow at 2 with Bo and the chums in Monster Hunter Wild. Please look forward to it. Have a good evening.